Inside Queen Mary of Denmark's birthday celebration, the secrets, the guests, and the royal moments you didn't see. Welcome to BNews. It was a night that captured the essence of elegance, tradition, and quiet intimacy. Queen Mary of Denmark's birthday celebration, held behind the gilded doors of Amalienborg Palace, offered a rare glimpse into the personal life of a queen admired worldwide. While the Danish royal household released only a few carefully curated images of the evening, BNews has gathered exclusive insights into all the secrets of this unforgettable royal birthday. From the guest list and the exquisite menu to the heartfelt speech King Frederik delivered, every detail of the evening told a story of love, respect, and royal splendor. But before we take you inside this extraordinary evening of royal secrets, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to BNews, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another behind-the-scenes story from inside the world's most fascinating palaces. And tell us in the comments, how would you celebrate if you were queen for a day? Now, let's reveal everything about Queen Mary's magical birthday celebration, every detail that made this night one to remember. As the clock struck 7 on that brisk Copenhagen evening, the lights of Amalienborg Palace glowed more brightly than usual, signaling that something special was afoot. Guests began arriving through the grand gates, chauffeured in sleek black cars, warmly greeted by palace staff dressed in formal livery. A subtle air of excitement hung over the square outside, as loyal Danes and curious tourists alike gathered to catch a glimpse of the royals and their distinguished guests arriving for the Queen's birthday dinner. For Queen Mary, this birthday carried deeper significance. Not just another year older, but another year as Denmark's queen consort, her first since her husband, Frederik, ascended the throne. This was her opportunity to step fully into her role as Denmark's beloved queen, celebrated not just as a royal, but as a woman who has gracefully navigated the pressures of monarchy while remaining deeply connected to her Australian roots. Palace insiders told BNews that the guest list was kept deliberately intimate, a reflection of Queen Mary's desire to spend the evening surrounded by close family and trusted friends rather than hosting a state occasion. Among the first to arrive were her sister, Jane Stevens, who flew in from Tasmania, and Mary's 2 nieces, adding a warm family touch to the event. The guest list also included select members of the Danish royal family, Queen Margrethe herself, and several European royals, such as Sweden's Crown Princess Victoria and Norway's Crown Prince Haakon, who have maintained a close bond with the Danish queen over the years. The theme of the evening was understated elegance, true to Mary's personal style. The banquet hall was transformed with white peonies, soft candlelight, and golden table settings that sparkled beneath the palace chandeliers. Each place card bore a personal handwritten note from Queen Mary herself, thanking her guests for sharing this milestone. It was this personal touch, one insider remarked, that made the night feel so intimate and heartfelt, even amid the grandeur. Mary herself appeared radiant in a bespoke midnight blue gown crafted by Danish designer Ole. The dress, with its subtle embroidery and regal silhouette, paid homage to both her royal role and her own understated glamour. Completing her look was a stunning sapphire and diamond tiara, a family heirloom that Frederik chose specifically for her to wear that evening, symbolizing loyalty and trust. The menu was just as thoughtful, designed by the palace's executive chef and showcasing the best of Danish and Australian culinary traditions. Guests were treated to a starter of Tasmanian smoked salmon on rye with dill cream, followed by a main course of roasted Danish venison with juniper berry sauce and caramelized root vegetables. For dessert, an elaborate pavlova, a nod to her Australian heritage, was served with fresh berries and vanilla cream. One of the highlights of the evening was the heartfelt toast King Frederik gave in honor of his wife. Standing at the head of the table, he spoke of Mary not only as a queen but as a partner, a mother, and a source of strength through every chapter of their life together. Witnesses said his voice cracked with emotion as he thanked her for her unwavering support during the difficult months of his transition to king. The room erupted in applause, and Mary was visibly moved, dabbing at her eyes with a handkerchief. Later in the evening, the couple surprised guests by opening the palace's ballroom for a round of dancing. The first dance, of course, belonged to the king and queen, who glided across the floor to a live quartet playing a classic waltz. Friends and family soon joined in, and the formal atmosphere gave way to laughter and warm camaraderie. What many people don't know is that Queen Mary herself had arranged a surprise of her own, a slideshow of family memories projected on the grand ballroom wall. The collection of photos, many never before seen by the public, traced her journey from a young Australian woman to Denmark's queen, capturing moments of joy, vulnerability, and quiet triumph along the way. Guests reportedly gave her a standing ovation at the end of the presentation. As the night wore on, Queen Mary made time to speak personally with every guest, sharing hugs, inside jokes, and words of gratitude. "It's not just the title or the tiara," one guest overheard her saying, "it's the people around you who make this life truly special." Palace staff told BNews that the Queen insisted on staying until the very end, seeing her last guest off at the palace door shortly before midnight. Only then did she retreat upstairs. Still smiling, her tiara slightly askew, a subtle testament to the warmth and informality that made the night so memorable. The celebration also carried deeper symbolism. To those in the know, the evening represented more than just a birthday. It was a quiet reaffirmation of Mary's place not only in Denmark's royal family but in the hearts of its people. In her understated yet deeply personal way, she reminded everyone that monarchy is at its best when it feels human, approachable, and rooted in genuine relationships. Throughout the evening, guests remarked on how seamlessly Queen Mary balanced her dual identities, the poised queen and the relatable woman who once walked the streets of Hobart. This duality is what has made her so beloved, not only by Danes but by people across the world who see in her a reflection of their own struggles and dreams. Even in an age of heightened media scrutiny, Queen Mary has managed to keep parts of her life private, but evenings like this show just enough of her heart to keep her admirers inspired and invested. In a world often dominated by headlines of scandal and division, her quiet dignity stands out. The morning after, Danish newspapers and social media lit up with praise for the Queen's elegance and the evident affection between her and her guests. Commentators noted how, even amid increasing pressures on the monarchy, Mary's presence has remained a source of continuity and comfort for the Danish people. What does this celebration mean for the future of Denmark's royal family? Experts agree it signals that Queen Mary intends to continue defining her role on her own terms, blending tradition with a modern sensibility, always putting people at the heart of her actions. As Denmark moves forward under the reign of King Frederik and Queen Mary, the lessons of this night will likely resonate. That even amid formality, it is kindness, personal connection, and genuine gratitude that sustain the bond between crown and country. And now we'd love to hear from you. If you could plan a birthday fit for a queen, what would it look like? Would you go for royal tradition or something completely unexpected? Share your thoughts in the comments. We can't wait to see your creative ideas. Don't forget to like, subscribe to BNews, and click the bell icon so you never miss another exclusive royal report. Stay tuned for more fascinating stories from the world's palaces, only here on BNews.